Hi there, it's Shantae Marker back with you for more Acdf recovery. And the last time that I posted, we talked about the checklist that I go through every day as I wait to start physical therapy in an effort to try to do some self-care. Tomorrow's 5 weeks for me, so looking pretty good, and I only have 1 week left before I can start my regular PT. But in the meantime, I've put together a little routine that seems to be working fine, and it's within the parameters of what I'm allowed to do. When I'm in my house, I don't have to wear my hard collar if I'm just relaxing, which I consider this more relaxation and not really a workout. I'm just trying to keep my joints moving so that when we start the PT, it's not like I've been just sitting around doing nothing for 6 weeks. Now, I do take 3 or 4 walks a day, and in the previous videos I talked about these micro movements, which I used actually coming out of anesthesia to sort of make sure that the body was still, working right. And I still do those in the morning, along with contrast therapy that I do in the shower, and lymphatic drainage when I have swelling in this clavicular notch. And these exercises that I do are standing. They're sort of like a ballet bar, only we can't lift our arms because that's too much pressure on the neck. And I'm only doing maybe 8 to 10 or 10 to 15 repetitions. For the video, I'm only going to do a couple because I'm just trying to show you what I'm doing, what works for me. It feels like a well-rounded routine just to keep the body moving. So no special clothes, no special devices or workout area. I'm just using one of my dining room tables, and you'll have to forgive me, my floor has not recovered from the last flood, so it's still painted concrete. All I'm going to do is take my feet 1 foot distance away from the other so that they're right underneath my hips, and elevate my heels. And so I'm just doing a nice heel raise, just to kind of get the body feeling strong and supple. And then I go to a straight-legged leg lift with a pointed toe. And notice how I'm trying to keep my back nice and straight and my neck in alignment with my back. And my arms are down because I don't want to do too much stress on the shoulders. Once I go to the front, then I go both legs to the back. And I alternate each time, so I'm not standing on one leg for too long. And I'm also trying to be very careful not to turn my head so that I can stay inside that no twisting, bending, lifting directive. Both legs. And now I'm going to do the outside, the side leg lift. And again, remember, it would be 8 to 10 times, but only 3 or 4 for the video. And then I do some circles. Just some little circles. And if you prefer, you can just do a leg swing too, but keep your foot flexed. Some more circles, other side. Finishing with a little bit of a swing. Now I like to try to do a little bit of bent knee motion, extension and flexion. So I'm just extending the knee. Both sides. And now I'm going to flex it, heel to buttocks. Remember, this isn't supposed to be a workout. It's just to keep your body moving so that when you get back to PT, it's a little bit easier. And then the motion of the clamshell that people normally do from side lying, I'm just doing it from standing. So I still have my leg bent, but I'm getting a little bit of hip and glute action there. And then I finish with another round of the heel raises. And I really want to do the squats, but I don't think that there's a way to do those without leaning forward, which might be a little bit too much on the neck. So instead, taking the legs a little bit wider, just a little modified plie. Good. And so that's about it for the lower body. Now for the upper body, we're kind of limited on what we can do, so I've been just doing some wrist warm-ups. I had shown those in the first video with the micro movements, just touching fingers to thumbs, because I was having some issues with dexterity and flaring the fingers, which I found it very difficult to lead with the index. And then I was making those fists, the Qigong fist. Now I want to show you a wrist warm-up that I have found really good for the nervy symptoms of carpal tunnel that I keep getting. And since I started doing these about 5 days ago, it definitely has diminished. I still have to take some gabapentin, but not as much. So if these work for you, you know, they'd be great. Pinky and thumb together, hand is in flexion, other hand comes on top. My webbing of my hand is right above the knuckles. And then I'm just going to add a little bit of a squeeze at the top. So it's a dynamic stretch with a little bit of a static stretch at the top. That's the number 1 warm-up. Then I go to the other side. Notice how I'm keeping my shoulders down by keeping my elbows down. Now the next one is thumb down and the other thumb's up. It wraps around the crease in the wrist, and then I'm drawing my hands back into my chest. Other side, thumbs down, other thumbs up, bringing it in. Number 2. Number 3, I grab it in a pincher grip and just pushing the thumb away from the body. And again, keeping the elbows low so that the shoulders stay relaxed, so that my neck is not triggered. And the other side. And then now the last one, number 4, is the thumb is on the ring finger knuckle, the other fingers are around the thumb. And I'm just kind of turning the pinky towards my body and the thumb away from my body as I dynamically stretch it up and down. And these warm-ups are actually from the Aikido class that I take and teach. And a lot of people report back that if they've been having problems with carpal tunnel or you know, from keyboarding too much, that these warm-ups have helped them once they've started class. A lot of students have reported that. So anyway, that's my little bit for today, and I hope that you have a good experience with your ACDF, and if you're in your recovery, I hope that these videos at least are entertaining. And always keep in mind, this is just my experience, so you know, check with your doctors. I'm going to do another video this afternoon about scar releasing using a Dolphin MPS direct current micropoint stimulation, and I'll show you how I've been using that on my scar, and I think you'll find it really interesting. So thank you. Have a great day.